Hello everyone and welcome to the OGHS Library channel with Mrs. Berg. I'm Mrs. Berg and today we're going to be talking about Canva. Now this video is specifically going to be geared towards educators, but it's also applicable to students and anybody else that just kind of wants to level up their visuals when they're doing presentations or if you're creating posters or whatever it is. So I am pretty much obsessed with Canva. I use it almost every day. I create a lot of posters, a lot of informational newsletters, just all sorts of things using Canva. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is how to create a Canva account for educators, because Canva, another reason I really like them, is that they will give a lot of pro access to educators. So if you're a teacher or you work in education and you have an email through your school, you can get verified as an educator and get access to a lot of extra perk stuff from Canva. Just a really cool thing that they do for teachers. So if you just go to canva.com, it'll kind of look like this. And then what you'll want to do to get started with an education account is you'll want to go to the education tab up top and then go to the one that says teachers and schools. When you go here, it's going to have an option for you to get verified as a teacher. So you will want to click that. And then I think it'll ask you to log in with your email or whatever. So if you have a school email, log in with that because that's the easiest way to get verified. So I'm a Google school, so I'll just click continue with Google, and then I'll click my school email account. It'll log me in, and then I should, automatically be verified as an educator or be pretty close to verified as an educator. The way that you can check to see if you do have an education account is once you get logged in and you're on this home page, you can just click the little account settings bar or icon up here, and then go to your account settings. On the side here, you can go to billing and plans, and you should see right here it says Canva for education. Now, the other cool thing that you can do is you can join a school team. And so I'm actually going to do that because I haven't done that yet. I didn't realize that I hadn't done that yet. So once you get logged in and you're verified with your school account, you can hit join a school team, and then you can type in your school. Mine actually just pops up right here. So you can click your school and then you can hit join school team. And then everybody that's on that Canva school team, under that school, you guys can collaborate on Canva. So you can send documents to each other, images to each other, and you can edit each other's images and stuff that you give people access to. So it's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to go back to the homepage here and kind of give you a little tour of what Canva is capable of. So to get back to the homepage, you just click the little Canva icon in the top. It'll bring you back to the homepage. Now, there are tons of visuals that you can create using Canva. And so all of these visuals are kind of right here. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is so fun for their tenure. Oh, sorry, I got distracted. Easily distracted. So they have a lot of these little icons up here that you can click on if you know you're creating something specific. So if you're working in docs, they do have a lot of cool features that you can do in their documents as opposed to Google Documents. They do also have some AI integration that they're working on with their Google Docs. So if that's something that's of interest to you, you can work with docs in that capacity. Whiteboard, I've never really played around with, but it's like a whiteboard. You can create presentations. So essentially really amped up PowerPoint or Google slide presentations you can create in Canva. You can create different posts for social medias. You can create videos, which is really cool. So I've used it to create short little intros for YouTube and stuff like that. I don't do anything that fancy on this channel, but you can use it to create short little intros or whatever if you're making a video. Print products, so you can order prints and stuff through Canva. So just kind of be aware, it obviously costs money. I didn't know you could design websites, but apparently you can design websites and you can do so much more. So if you just hit more, you can see all these things that you can do: infographics, photo collages, desktop wallpaper. Now, these are all of the templates that they have ready made for you. And then if you click on any of these templates, you'll be able to edit it. You can also search for whatever you're trying to do. So one thing that I know that I do at my school is we do staff lunches, and whichever department's hosting the lunch, they'll create a little invite. So let's say I'm going to have a picnic and I want to create an invite. I could go picnic invite and just search it, and I can see what templates Canva already has created for an invite or an invitation to a picnic. And there's so many to choose from, right? So I'm just going to click one randomly. I think I've used this one before. So if you find one that you like, you just click it. And then it'll show you other things down below that are similar to the one that you click. So sometimes I click on something, even if it's not exactly what I want, like I'll click on it because it's close, and then I'll look at what else they have available that's similar. And then you just, to customize it, you hit customize this template. Of course, you can star it if it's something that you know you're going to be coming back to frequently. You can star it so that you can find it easier. But once you hit customize this template, then it'll pull up this screen, which allows you to interact with this image in a lot of different ways. So the menu, I'm gonna just get rid of that. The menu bar is over here, and this is how you're going to kind of add different elements, I would say, different elements, text, all of this cool stuff that you can add to really customize this. The thing you want to do though before you get started is you want to make sure that this is the correct size. So if you need to, like, for instance, this is a square, maybe I want it to be like the size of an actual, like, you know, postcard invitation or something like that. You can come up here to resize. And I always recommend doing this before you start kind of messing with the image, because when you resize something, which I'm going to show you here in a second, it can kind of mess with like how everything's organized. So maybe I want to size this as, maybe I'll do like a landscape Facebook post. Maybe I'm going to post it on Facebook. I don't know. You can either make a copy of it or you can just hit resize, and you'll see that it does kind of change the dimensions there. And sometimes depending on the images, it might like shift stuff. So you might just have to kind of play around and like reorganize everything. All right, so my design opened over here. Now, if I decide I actually don't like the design of this and I want to change it, you can search in the templates while you're in the editing of whatever it is you're editing as well. So just know that it's very changeable. Nothing is permanent on here unless you want it to be permanent. You can always undo whatever you do. Now, maybe I want to add some more elements to this. Like maybe I don't, love the picnic basket and I want something else. So you can go to this little elements tab. This is where you can add all sorts of images, all sorts of shapes. They do have like recommended graphics for you that pull up just kind of based on the theme that you choose for whatever you're creating. Photos, videos, like all of these things. So you can scroll and scroll for days and not even come across it all. It's really awesome. You can also search any elements that you want. So if I just search picnic, okay, I can see all of these different categories of things. Maybe I want to insert some graphics. So I can click over to graphics, and then I see all of these picnic things. If you find something that you want to insert, like I think this is really cute, I would just click it and it would pop up on my screen. From there, I can drag it wherever I want. I can resize it using these little dots. So I can make it as big or as small as I want. I can put it wherever I want. Maybe I want to move this basket over. So all of these elements on this page are completely movable, completely changeable. If I want to change the text, I just double click and then I can change the text. So I could say staff picnic, whatever, that looks good. I can change the time, the date. You can delete any of these elements. So if I wanted to maybe delete this line, maybe I don't like that line there, I just click on it and I hit delete and it goes away, right? You can move everything to where you want to move it. Super customizable, really, really awesome, really easy to work with. Up here, you can add effects to the different text that you have on your Canva item by hitting effects. You'll see all of these different, things you can play around with. You can change colors. You can just make it look really however you want it to look. So it's a lot of fun to kind of play around with. There's also animation buttons, position buttons. So like you can move it forward or backwards, just kind of depending on how you're like overlaying and overlapping stuff on your image. You can change the font, just lots of stuff. Let's say maybe I want to add another text box because I need more information. You can just come over here to the text. You can choose whatever you want to add. They also have some like pre-made texts for you if you just want to insert those. Just note that these are not customizable. So if I insert, I don't know, like today is yours to conquer. I don't know. I can't actually, can I change the text of that? Oh, I can. Oh, just kidding. I totally lied to you. So those are some also really cool like custom fonts that you guys can use as well. I'm going to delete that because it's getting a little cluttered in there. You can also upload items. So if you have images that you want to upload onto whatever you're making, you can do that. You can also draw. So if you just want to like draw and write on it, you can do that as well. And then there's all these different apps that you can add. And one of my favorite apps that they have available, well, I'll do two. One is YouTube. So you can add a YouTube video to whatever it is you're creating. So when I do like newsletters about different technology, I will add a YouTube video that I want everybody to be able to see. Just know that if you're downloading this as a PDF or whatever, if you're downloading it as like an image or a PDF or something, the YouTube video will not be clickable on any of that. So usually if I download my newsletter as a PDF, I'll just take a picture of like the video on YouTube, crop it down, put it on my Canva item, and then link that. And I'll show you how to link stuff here in just a second. So YouTube is one app that I really like, but also QR code. So you can insert QR codes as an educator. It's completely free, which is super awesome. So you just click the QR, you paste the URL there. I'll just do like ChatGPT or whatever. So you just paste it there and then hit generate, and it'll automatically generate a QR code that is functional, that will stay functional as long as you have your education account. So super awesome, because a lot of QR code places you have to pay for, but for educators, it's completely free, which is really, really great. And so you can generate multiple QR codes whenever you need to. There's so much stuff you can do. Photos, videos are right there. You can change the background. So you can put images as the background, or you can just change it to a color, literally whatever you want to do. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and the QR code is all the way down there too. All right, so that's kind of the basics. Now I want to show you how to link URL codes, and then I'm going to show you how to save this and download it as either an image or a PDF or whatever you want. So the first way, let's say I'm creating something for my students and I want to put interactive links for them to access. Like maybe I'm creating a review image, like a one-page review image for them to study, a chapter of whatever we were doing. Okay, so you can click on any element. Like I can click on this if I wanted to, link this, and then, in theory, it should pop up. Let me see. There we go. So if I highlight the text, there'll be this little link button. So I can click link, and then I can post whatever I want to that, whether I want to post something that I already made in Canva. So maybe you make a Canva poster for each chapter, and then you make one Canva poster that has all the chapters on it, and you just want to like attach the chapter one. Or you can insert websites so that when they click on the text, it'll open the website, and I'll show you that once we get it downloaded. You can also link images. So if I click this image and then hit the little more icon, I can add a link that way as well. So lots of really cool stuff that you can do. That's the basics, right? That is like the basics of how to utilize Canva for education. Now you can also come up here and rename your file. So your file will save, and I'll show you where it saves on Canva. So you can name it whatever you want, just right up here at the top. You can do all of these different things. Now I'm going to show you how to download it. So let's say we're done. You want to save it as an image or a PDF. All you do is you hit this share button, and then you'll come down here to download. I'm going to move myself here. Download, and then you can download it as an image. You can download it as a PDF. PDF print is where, if you want to order it through Canva, you can do the PDF print. Otherwise, you can just download a regular PDF, like if you're going to send it off to your students or staff or whatever it is. And then once you hit download, it'll start downloading for you, and then you'll be able to open it. It'll save directly to your computer, which is super, super cool, really convenient. Now, this is just for educators. As like a student, like if I just have a basic account, I think you're limited to the number of downloads that you have, or maybe you don't have downloads. I honestly don't know. I just know that I have had students in the past that are not able to download the images. So they instead have to share it with me on Canva, and then I'm able to download it for them. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're assigning this as like a homework assignment, your students probably will not be able to download whatever they create and then upload it or share it with you unless it's directly through Canva. Okay, a couple more things we're going to go through, and then we're going to wrap this video up. So if we go back to the home screen, I just want to show you that, like I said earlier, all of your projects will save. If you're on the home screen and you just scroll down a little bit, you're going to see all of your recent designs. And you can see I have a lot of designs because I use Canva like every day. But you can also go over here to your projects on the left-hand toolbar. If you click that, it will open all of the projects that you have been working on. And you can create folders, and you can see what you've starred and all of this stuff. I'm not that organized. Usually I just search it, like if I know what I named it. I can search for whatever it is I'm searching for. So like, for example, I know that I've done a lot of posters and I name them posters. So if I just search posters and I'm on my project tab and I hit enter, it'll pull up my projects that I saved as a poster or that were labeled as a poster. I guess there's not as many as I thought. Or if I just want to search for what posters Canva has, I would have to come over here to the template tab. So just kind of be aware of that. There are those two tabs. So if not a lot's pulling up for you and it's just stuff you've already done, you're probably on the project tab. So just kind of keep that in mind. That's the basics of Canva. I don't know. That's pretty much all that I use on a daily basis. Like I said, there are all of these other features that you guys can use as well. So feel free to play around with it, but the basics are going to stay the same no matter what it is you're creating. If you have questions, go ahead and leave a comment below and I will try to respond as soon as I can. If you have my email, you can reach out to me via email. And please, as always, if you would, oh, wrong side, subscribe wherever it is, subscribe to my channel. That would be really appreciated. Have a great day. See you next time.